Hey old soul, just over a year ago I sold everything I owned and moved to the land of Bali with my ex-husband and 3 kids. Now I live my dream life, traveling first class around the world, teaching others how to do the same. If you are ready for a life that is so abundant and free, where money flows like air so effortlessly that you don't even care because you are simply focusing on you and allowing everything to be true, then you are exactly where you need to be. Let me teach you how to be wildly abundant and insanely free. Lose control, I will die. Okay. Hello, welcome to my humble abode, my house here in Bali. It is very torrential rain. I've got to ride my scooter to the school because my kids are doing a dance performance today. But before I do, I want to quickly come to you with so much truth because this is going to change your life. I really don't care what people say. Your old life will, or your new life will cost you your old life. People that are not shifting, they are not changing, they are not good at the death cycles. It's really that simple. So I want you to think of a hot air balloon or a rocket. How does the hot air balloon get higher? How does the rocket go higher? It discards pieces. You cannot raise your frequency without letting go of old things. Everyone will tell you, like, that's okay, keep that, stay in that relationship, stay in that house, stay in that job, stay where you are. I'm getting goosebumps right now. You can't, you cannot. I'm quantum leaping so fast, and I have been for the last 2 years because I'm good at letting things go. I'm good at letting go houses. I'm good at letting go of the retreat business. I'm good at letting go at staff. I'm good at letting go at everything that doesn't serve me. And I do it from a deep place of love. It's not like, oh my gosh, discarding all the pieces without love. But you have to understand that the timeline that you're on has to shift in order for you to catapult to the next one. And most people are afraid of the death cycle. A caterpillar cannot turn into a butterfly by being a caterpillar. It has to go in the chrysalis to die as a caterpillar to come out as a butterfly. Life shows us the life and the death cycles. Old ways will not open new doors. The reason that I live a life beyond my wildest dreams is because when spirit speaks, I move. I live my life connected to source, not connected to my ego, because my ego would not let me let go of all the things I've let go of. My ego would have kept the retreat business. My ego would have kept the retreat planning business. My ego would have kept my marriage. My ego would have kept my house in Australia. My ego would have kept my old office, my old penthouse apartment, all the things I've had to let go of to live a life beyond my wildest dreams. And I never stop. I never stop letting go of what no longer serves me. You cannot unsee what you have seen. When a friend or when it comes up in you that you think you need to leave that relationship, you need to leave that house, you need to change your business, you have to do it. You have to move fast because the goal that you desire requires a metamorphosis process. It requires you to keep discarding to raise your vibration to be on par with that goal. Most people are terrible at this. They cannot let go. Their ego holds on for their dear life. That's why I always say to people, when you come into my world, it is massive shift. It is massive change. In the last 7 days, I saw something in a Kundalini activation. And this is why I hold Kundalini activations in my Elite Energy Hub, because they are the fastest way to go into the chrysalis, shed the snake skin organically, and step into the next level. I was in this Kundalini activation and I'm screaming and I'm howling and the energy feels beautiful. It doesn't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to make it through. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm discarding. I'm discarding all these pieces that I'm not. And something that came up for me was, you're still playing in the realms of being a lone wolf and you're doing way too much in your business. And so I had to step back and I had to go, okay, cool. I'm ready to let more support in. I'm ready to let more light in. I'm ready to be held more. And this is the wound as to why my dream husband isn't here already, because I haven't allowed that support to come in on a deeper level. So I see where the wound is. I see where the light is blocking, because all we are is light the light coming through us and creating the physical reality. So I had an energetic block here where the support that I needed wasn't able to shine through and reflect on my physical reality. So I see that. I have to go back to my business. I have to talk to the teammates and say, this is how we're doing it now. Do you want in or out? Do you want to stay with me? Because this is how we're rolling. And I do this all the time. I do this with my friendships. I do this in my life. It is having the difficult conversations. What gets you here won't get you there. And I have the most beautiful example of this when I was in labor with my first son. And it was the longest labor. Anyone that's been a mom, I've obviously got 3 kids. The first one takes the longest because your body's not used to the process. And I was in labor for, I think it was like 72 hours. It was quite a long labor process. And I felt like I was pushing for so freaking long. If I had to push one more time, I would have just not even made it through. This midwife was holding me to push. And I was like, like I couldn't, I didn't have the energy. And then her shift ended and the new one started, and she came in and she pulled my legs up and she was like, push. And I was like, whoa. And my son was born because the energy shifted. And so the goal was being able to be achieved. To get to where you desire to go, the energy has to shift. The energy has to shift from here to here. And the only way that the energy can shift from here to here is you letting go of your old life. It's you discarding all the ways that you cannot be anymore. The thing that was blocking me in my business is I was working in the business, not just turning up and being the talent. I don't enjoy admin jobs. I don't enjoy working in the business. I enjoy just turning up and being supported. So when I was shown that wound within me that's like, Eva, you're still not letting more support in. And I could see that. And then I could address that in the physical reality going, hey, I need more support here. This is how we're running things now. Then the rocket ship, the hot air balloon is able to throw over the sandbags, and you're able to raise your frequency to new heights, to new levels, to the goal. Most people think that they set the goal and it just rocks up because they're visualizing and manifesting. This is not the case. For the caterpillar to become the butterfly, there is a metamorphosis process. Most people give up in the chrysalis. Most people don't make the changes in the chrysalis. And this is why I always say that I'm only available to work with high-end leaders, because through the discomfort in the chrysalis, they keep holding true that they are going to be a butterfly. They keep holding the intention that being a butterfly is inevitable. You have to let go of things. You cannot move through your life being the same version that you are now. And then literally, as I woke up this morning, I had this dream about somebody in my life that's in my family that's constantly nitpicking at me and constantly trying to degrade me and put me down. And in this dream, they said something to me and I was so in my power. And I was like, if you don't like me, fuck off. Like, it was so embodied and so powerful. And I was like, awesome. My subconscious mind has activated this piece of me and integrated this piece of me. I work with energy because you are able to go through the chrysalis process and manifest the goal so much faster than you can just sitting there and visualizing. Everyone's like, why is the discomfort coming up? Because it's the chrysalis. You have to go through the chrysalis and discard the version of you that's a caterpillar to turn into a butterfly. It's inevitable. Your life right now is not the frequency of your goal. It's that simple. Your life right now is not the timeline for the goal that you desire. Therefore, you lock in the goal, you hold the goal frequency, you do not let go of the goal. It's already done. You're holding it in your consciousness. You're holding it true in your consciousness. Then the physical body must discard everything that is not in alignment with the goal. And your reality is just an illusion based off your physical body, based off the energetic signature of your physical body. So if you feel like the partner needs to go, the partner needs to go. If you feel like that staff member needs to go, that staff member needs to go. If you feel like your house needs to go, your house needs to go. And people don't like this. They don't like the discarding process, but to awaken, to become more of who you truly are is discarding all that you are not. And it is uncomfortable to your ego, not to your soul. And I can tell you right now, yesterday was a little bit painful for me. It felt like I was in the chrysalis. And the most beautiful thing about this is I was at a day spa. I was in an ice bath. I was at a sauna. I was getting my brows and lashes done and getting a massage. And I remember Tony Robbins always saying, when you're wealthy, you arrive at your problems in style. I don't believe in problems. I only believe in solutions. I trust the natural flow of life. And most people are against the natural flow of life with their ego because they think that the goal just comes naturally and you don't have to do anything. And the truth is, you don't have to do anything. Your body does all the work. Your body moves everything through you. And a lot of people go, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be feeling angry. I'm meant to be high vibe. It's just like, let the anger come up. You just observe. You're like, interesting, interesting, interesting. I'm in the chrysalis. I'm about to become a butterfly. Amazing, 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 amazing. Allow the tension. That's exciting. It means your body is naturally going through the death cycle, the metamorphosis process, so that you can match and mirror and embody the goal, the truth of what is part of your evolution. The goal is there so you can evolve. It is not an egotistical goal. The goal is so you can evolve, so you can awaken, so you can discard all the things that you are not. The goal is bringing you closer to home, closer to your soul, closer to your truth. And so instead of letting your ego get in the way, which is, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be feeling like this. This is hard. It's just, of course, of course, of course. Discard, discard, discard. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Everything is working out for me. Of course, you're growing your wings. It's uncomfortable. Wings don't just magically show up in the physical form. It's uncomfortable. It's like, the wings are coming out of your back. Of course, there's discomfort in your back. You allow, get out of the way, allow the death cycle to take place. Just allow, and then guess what? You will wake up and you will look around, you'll go, wow, the view is pretty darn good from up here. And this is the most beautiful, phenomenal life. And when you get good at this, like for me yesterday, it would have been like 1 or 2 hours of intense discomfort. And it wasn't even that bad compared to back in the day when it would have taken me years to get through that cycle. And now it's just like, oh, I'm getting a massage. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Make that move in the 3D. It's done. The goal appears because you've already won. So if you're ready to start to activate these life and death cycles, you're absolutely ready to tap into the multiple 7 figures with effortless flow, then definitely click on the energy hub below. It's going to change your life. No more strife. The path is clear. You have nothing else to fear. It is already done. You have already won. I love you. I see you. Have the most beautiful, magical, phenomenal day. Sending a million trillion blessings your way. Mwah.